Hey, what's going on, guys? Antoine here, and it's been a little while since I've uploaded a video, so I wanted to just make something real quick to kind of explain why. Um, First off, I never thought that making videos themselves would be difficult to any extreme. I'm not talking time wise. I understand that video editing takes a lot of time to put the proper effort in, the nice finish to it, you know. I understand that absolutely, but for me, I thought it would be a little bit easier to just, all right, let me go sit down for a half hour or an hour or whatever and just bang something out. Um, I never would have thought that being creative would be a problem. Um, then again, I'm not really the most creative person to begin with. But I'm like, oh, I've seen all these car YouTubers, gamers, and all these different people on YouTube, and they're just pumping out ideas, and I'm sure that's because they're just used to it. By the time that I start watching their videos, they already have a very good idea of what they're gonna do 1, 2, maybe even 3 days later on, and they have a general plan of what they're gonna do next week. Heck, maybe even a month from now, they have an idea. So, for me, just to pick up this little SJ cam and off the cuff come up with something, it is way more difficult than I ever thought. Um, Hence why it might be a week since my last upload as of today, and hopefully I can get this in one take and just boom, export it and go. Maybe do a little trim here and there, but other than that, okay. I'm doing Wi-Fi, so just checking, make sure everything's looking alright, and it's still recording. Yeah, I made a video of going to Goddard Park in East Greenwich, and sure enough, one of the, I don't know the proper name for it, but one of the extensions that I have for my SJ Cam mount was loose, so it was upright as I'm going along, and all of a sudden I look back and I see that it's just facing the sky, and I'm like, crap, I wonder how long it was just looking at the sky for. It could have been 30 seconds, it could have been 5 minutes, but I'm like, I didn't catch anything good. It was just a work outing that I had. So I'm like, I don't worry about it. And that was like a day after I did that Newport video that I recorded it anyways. So I'm like, I have that to worry about. Let me focus on that. But I figured with all my free time, you know, I come home from work. I got home early today because our refrigerator broke and we're waiting for a repairman. That's when I'm doing home early. And I would think, you know, let me bang out a video, and I'm thinking, well, what do I talk about? You know, there's all these people out there that are talking about anything and everything, kind of like what I'm doing now, but they're going to do something. They're gonna go see this, do that. So they're talking about random stuff, but there's an end goal, and I don't have that end goal for the day specifically, not for what I want to do with the channel or anything like that, but yeah, I just don't have that end goal per day to be able to pick up a vlog for 5 minutes and just shoot the breeze with the mailman, you guys. So it's been interesting, and the fact that I haven't been able to make it a concrete habit is also something that's making it difficult. I'm looking at our flag outside. I think it's caught on the flagpole. Sorry. general update on me, I'm doing good. Life is good. Nothing to really complain about. I I do have to film a video about an intake I put on my Miata. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for it. I already posted a picture of it on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram on the screen and in the description. Twan Legacy. I made the Instagram when Tron Legacy came out, and I'm like, oh, finally something that has EDM in it, because EDM is a big part of my life. Loved it ever since high school, and even in middle school I loved EDM, but it was a movie that brought EDM to the mainstream for the most part, very electronic, and it wasn't a good movie, I admit that, but it was a good segue to bring EDM into the limelight, in my opinion. Not great, but it was good. And now you see a lot of EDM DJs, and they're going big. It's awesome. And they were probably already pretty big in Europe, some of them. EDM is pretty big in Europe, but not in the United States. It's always pop, and I blame the radio stations for that, and not broadening people's horizons. Yeah, you can go on Sirius and Pandora and all that stuff, Spotify, SoundCloud, but for the general public that has never experienced it, it's because all they listen to is the radio. But tangent, let's get back to it. Alrighty, sorry about that. Yes, okay. So, I completely forgot where I was. Our refrigerator broke, so repair guy just came by. Was shooting the breeze with him. Just talking about the similarities of the automotive field and refrigeration repair field. I don't know, home supplies repair field. I don't know what it's called. But I forget what I was talking about, so I'm just gonna move on to something else. Let's see. What would I want, or what do you guys want the viewers for videos to be about? I have a Miata. To be honest, I'm thinking about selling it. Not because I don't love it, just because the car is, I don't know, worth maybe $5,000-$6,000 or something like that. It's a 99, immaculate condition, no rust. And with all the mods I put into it, if I was to sell it as is with mods and all the factory stuff that I still have for it, I'd say $7,000 with everything. That's a second set of tires, that's the original factory shocks, springs, and struts, that's all that stuff, you know. On top of the roll bar and the Flying Miata frame rail bracing and stuff like that, you know, I would think I could get 7 for it with everything included, selling it as is. I've taken great care of it. I've already done the timing belt water pump job at 60,000 miles, not because it needed to be done, but I wanted a learning experience, and California regulations say it should be done at 60,000, whereas everywhere else is saying 100,000, so whatever. But I'm thinking about selling that. I don't know what else to get. If you guys have any car recommendations, let me know. It would be a fun car. I would love an S2000, but I think I'm more interested in a V8, so maybe a Fox body. I know that trend has come and gone, but I would truly love a Pontiac G8, even a GT with the LS2, not even the GXP with the LS3 manual transmission. I'd take an automatic. I'd go to a drag strip or something, who knows. But it would be fun. I would want a fun car. that could handle the twisties, but also be able to cruise more comfortably than the Miata. I've come to realize that I like to drive at 7/10. I'm not for pushing a car to its limits, mainly because my limits are way lower than the car, especially with my Miata. I have some sticky tires on there, and its limits are way, way higher than what I can do. Well, if I was to put a limited slip differential in that, the limits would be way higher. So, yeah. I would like to explore other cars though. I love the Miata. It was a great, great learning experience. No ABS, no traction control. Perfect way to learn how to drive. But I love it, but I'm still looking for something more. And to put a $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 turbo or supercharger kit on there, which is the same price as the car, you know, I could sell the car for that much money and save up that much money and have 10, 12 grand. And I could buy a really awesome car at that point. Used car, obviously, but still. And then the Saab 92X, it's like, well, eventually, I can't get rid of that anytime soon. But I've been looking into Civic SIs, the brand new ones, 1.5 turbo. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. But that's neither here or there, you know. And on a different topic, what to make the videos of? Do I make it of just me vlogging? Do I make it of like Eric the Car Guy, where I show how to do things? But I mean, in the case of the Miata, the Car Passion channel has been there, done that, and he's going big, you know. VVT 1.8 liter with a turbo, you know, pushing whatever he's thinking, 300 horsepower, 400 horsepower, I don't know. But it's like, do I go down the Miata route? It's overdone at this point, I feel. Now, don't get me wrong, I would still enjoy my car, but I don't think anyone would enjoy the content. And you know, I'm up for getting a new car myself, anyways. Do I go for a V8 or do I try and go for a V6 Camaro, V6 Mustang, and slap some forced induction to it and be a sleeper? That was my original goal with the Miata. Be a sleeper. Have 200, 250 wheel horsepower and pull on cars all day long. It's like, that little thing can do that, but everyone's doing it now. I can't win, you know? But, I don't know. The original point of this video was to say that this is a little bit more difficult than I thought. I understand I'm not getting any views. It's probably because of this reason right here, of rambling and rambling and rambling. But, you know, how long has it been? Holy shit, 7 minutes already. I got plenty of stuff to talk about. I filled up my time. This is what happens when you don't have a script, guys. That's what I should get, a script. But I'll wrap this up now, I guess. If you guys want to see anything, my usual day at work is fixing random cars. Today I did, what did I end up doing? A couple of oil changes on cars. I did spark plugs on a 4.7 Ram 1500, tune-up in general, really. Rear shocks on a 2000 CRV, you know, and recently I did the aftermarket intake on my Miata. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'm also going to ask this on Instagram. Instagram is my most go-to social media platform. I don't go on Facebook. I don't really do Snapchats, and definitely not Twitter. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to try and get on a more regular upload basis, but we'll see what happens. There's a couple of things, a couple of family events and stuff like that are coming up, so I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have to, upload and record, but we'll see. See you around, guys.